featured match. At Leeds, the outlook's much brighter since the arrival of George Graham almost 5 months ago. The Yorkshire club are much harder to beat, and Graham's successful management methods are well known to today's visitors, Arsenal. The Gunners, now second, will be looking to cement their position among the leaders. It's a special day, too, for David O'Leary, Graham's assistant at Leeds. He played more games than anyone for Arsenal. And for South African defender Lucas Radebe, who became a father for the first time the day before the game. The man at the microphone is Martin Tyler.
Nigel Martin returns in goal for Leeds. He missed Wednesday's goalless draw against Derby County here with a back strain. But Carlton Palmer has gone down with flu, which has enabled George Graham to recall Ian Rush. The major news from the Arsenal camp is that Ian Wright has a slight hamstring strain, though he is named amongst the substitutes. John Hartson comes in up front. Dennis Bergkamp is suspended. There's also a first full game of the season for central defender Scott Marshall. Martin Keown also out with suspension. David Platt is injured. Very much in form is Paul Merson, who needs just one goal to reach 100 for the club. Here's Tony Adams. Gunnar Haller operating as one of 3 centre-backs for George Graham. The Norwegian signed as was the Dutchman Molenaar by Graham in his short time here. But apart from Patrick Vieira, it's an Arsenal team that of course have worked at Highbury under the Graham methodology. Vieira. Interesting to see how Leeds cope with Wallace and Rush and Dean as attackers, but Merson has definitely got the licence to push up, and causing some confusion here with the cross, and Nigel Martin with a nasty moment early on inside the first minute. The man with the whistle is David Ellery. Haller. He's trying to build from the back. Haller biding his time. Molenaar, but Arsenal always had a chance of winning the ball back well forward. Parler, Hughes. Well, the shot was from Parler, who scored at West Ham on Wednesday. But it flew straight at Nigel Martin, but Leeds got themselves into a real pickle. And in the end, it was Vieira who stepped in and took the initiative for Arsenal. Parler had an involvement then. Hughes' cross, and then Parler's shot straight at the goalkeeper. Bold right at the back of Rush. Hartson. Steve Bold going on into the central striking position. Vieira goes past him. Bold was trying to keep himself inactive now. The referee, having allowed that to go, then had to decide whether there was a trip, and Arsenal feel that there was on Patrick Vieira. Gunnar Haller's tackle certainly got some of the ball, and maybe some of Vieira as well. The referee was closing up with the play. Bold's header. And again, Steve Bold getting it forward to Hughes. Trying to take on Bowyer. Well, he got half a yard on him and was brought down, and David Ellery says that's going to be a booking. I don't know whether Nigel Winterburn trying to help Bowyer's case as well there, but there seems to be a general feeling that the referee has overreacted here. Doesn't spare Bowyer his fate. Hughes had a little bit of extra pace here, and it caught Bowyer out. It wasn't the most sinister challenge you'll ever see. That was Merson's free kick. Parler, good try, beaten up in the air by Martin, who saw it perhaps a little bit late and reacted a little bit late, but did enough. Opportunist strike from Parler, encouraged perhaps by his midweek goal. Really connected well, and Martin thrusting up the arms erected a sufficiently strong barrier. Garrigo. Put on the short side from Rush. Vieira seized it but then lost his balance. There's really no criticism intended for that on a top where it's a loosish surface and divots can come up when you play the ball and foot can slip at a crucial moment. Don't want to labour the point too much, but it's not easy for the players today. Haller. Now Bowyer. Well, the flag has gone up. Brian Deane has fired it into the net, but Leeds aren't allowed the glory. The flag did go up straight away. Deane was adjudged to have been lurking in behind Marshall and the other Arsenal defenders, and there's no real dispute from the home players. There would have been pandemonium if that had led to a goal with the Arsenal protests. Molinar. He's not a full international for his native Holland, but a player who's plied his trade in the top division and earned his move. Rush. Deane flags up again. Again the ball past Seaman and into the Arsenal net. Again it doesn't count for Brian Deane. And again, the crowd show their displeasure. But Deane doesn't take great issue with the verdict. Goes to ground, trying to chase a flick on from Merson. Well, foul given against Adams. He's a massive figure, Brian Deane. It has been said of him in the past that he's just too gentle a giant. Trying to be the tough guy today in a tough match. Molinar! Well, there was no one following in to try and finish off the Dutchman's header. And Arsenal didn't pick him up, which is most unlike them. From Gunnar Haller's free kick. Molinar in front of goal. Still 0-0. Here goes Parlour with plenty of energy to burn. Remember, most of these players played in midweek as well. And they've got to play on Tuesday against each other. Winterburn. No place for any slackers, and there aren't any out there. But it's no real place for the strikers at the moment. It's going well for the goalkeepers. Over bowled, he felt Rush pushed him aside. Deane for Wallace. Rob Wallace for Leeds. Well, suddenly there was an opening, and Leeds in harmony here, and Seaman had to make the save by his left-hand post from Rodney Wallace. Suddenly it's all much louder at Elland Road. Leeds have a corner taken by Bowyer. Wallace did well to play it to Bowyer again. And Winterburn was rock solid for Arsenal, and he needed to be. Vieira. Oh, Merson looking along the line. Now, whether David Ellery thought that was deliberately kicking the ball away by Paul Merson, we shall see. He obviously doesn't, because Merson is not booked. But there was some great running by Vieira, and Leeds were dragged across leaving Merson. Arsenal fans continue to ask for Ian Wright to come on. Arsene Wenger continues to keep him in reserve, not fully fit. And as the Arsenal manager pointed out, he is 33 now and needs to be used maybe a little more sparingly. Adam can't get it away. Bowyer. Kelly. Good throw by Seaman to Hughes to take on Molinar and get past the Dutchman. Haller will see him off though. It's a very difficult surface on which to carry the ball. But Hughes reclaims it. Hartson trying to play his part. Radiger came in, but as the play went on, Hughes was down, and Gunnar Haller tries to speak up in defence of Leeds United and Molinar. But Molinar gets the booking for coming in late on Hughes. But neither side has broken through. Nor do they from Merson's free kick for Arsenal. Winterberg trying to catch Leeds coming out. Oh, Martin for half a second looked as though he was going to let that run in behind him. But he got enough behind the shot. And there are signs that the game is opening up after so much effort has gone into it. Passed on by Jackson. Molinar. Jackson trying to press Parler in, but Arsenal found a way out with Vieira. And Ian Wright. Parler through the centre. Wright played it so well, and Parler got there before Martin, but put it over the top. Ian Wright played this one the way Hartson should have played the earlier chance earlier in this half, and Parler got there, but some credit to the goalkeeper who came out at pace and must have just distracted Ray Parler, who couldn't keep his shot down, with a winning goal. And surely it would be at this stage in such a closely fought game. Dean. Dorigo. Wallace. For Brian Dean in behind Arsenal here. And Ian Rush. But no, the flag is up. It's no goal. Well, Rush, in characteristic fashion, maximised the opportunity, but he was ruled to be offside. Lovely approach work from Leeds and Dean in particular. Rush was sure that the goal was valid. He was herring away to celebrate it, but it doesn't count. And within seconds at both ends there have been major incidents. Parler shooting over, Rush shooting in, but from an offside position, and it's still 0-0. Gray gets it down. Waits for Dorigo. Wallace trying to get to it and hold it up for others like Rush, who wrapped a foot round it and got it to Kelly. Needs a good cross for Leeds here. Kelly provides it for Wallace! Well, he was unmarked, 7 yards out. And in a game like this one, this is as good a chance as you're going to get. And it was the last chance. Well, the debate here will be about the disallowed Ian Rush goal in the closing stages. It didn't count, and Leeds, who find it so hard to score, have failed to score again. George Graham renews some old friendships now that the battle is over, and what a battle it was. Powerful stuff, but no goals at Elland Road. Leeds United 0, Arsenal 0. George, I think there are going to be headlines about the goal that wasn't, Ian Rush right at the end of the game, and you must have thought you'd done your old club then.
Yeah, but I think there was one even more glaring onside in the first half, and it was Brian Dean scored. Again, you know, when the Arsenal back three push out and there's a forward making a run, you know, you're going to get them crossing over, and this is where the linesmen get confused. But what I say is, give the advantage, like they've been instructed at the beginning of the season, give the advantage to the forward, the attacking team. And we're going to see a lot better games, we're going to see more goals and more attacking football.